It has been far too long since Donkey Kong's last 3D adventure, but Donkey Kong Bananza is about to set that right on a Nintendo Switch 2. This is a big, brash counterpart in some ways to Mario Odyssey, a smash-happy 3D platformer where it feels like pretty much anything and everything can be destroyed. We went hands-on at the live event in Paris, and our thanks to Nintendo for hosting us to get this preview opportunity, where we got to play 2 levels from the game. It starts off with pretty much the opening stage of the game, where we find DK down in the mines with all of his simian pals, digging up gold nuggets while hunting for surprisingly tasty, jewel-encrusted golden bananas that he just wants to smash and gobble up. While everyone else is toiling away with pickaxes though, DK can just punch his way through all of the deformable scenery. And you can tell exactly the kind of game this is just from the fact that you've got 3 different face buttons, all dedicated to punching in different ways. One will punch around you, another will punch down, and finally you can punch and just smash upwards as well. Whether it's enemies or deformable parts of the world, a lot of the time things will just hurry up and get out of the way of DK's fists. It ends up feeling like something inspired by the likes of Red Faction or Deep Rock Galactic as you tunnel your way through this opening stage, and there's an initial thrill to the rambunctious chaos that you create in your surroundings. It doesn't take too long to start to find the limits of what you can punch your way through though, so while this underground level still has plenty of deformable terrain, you'll also run into unbreakable walls and floors that box you in and keep you a little bit constrained. Of course, this underlying structure is there to ensure that you cannot get stuck in the level and unable to progress. Pretty much everything is hidden underground, and that's where another one of DK's abilities comes into play. Slapping the ground both is able to trigger hidden elements in the floor to, for example, raise up platforms, but it will also do a quick little sonar pulse to reveal nearby secrets hidden away in the dirt, which is vital for being able to orient yourself and figure out the direction that you need to go in order to find these things. Of course, this opening builds up to DK finding a huge haul of golden bananas just in time for the villains to turn up and steal them all away, which is sure to send him absolutely bananas if you know what I mean. Jumping ahead to a later level at Ape Cape, and we're out in the open and the bright sun. There's some enemies that you can't actually smash here, flying buzzoids that will damage you with their blade-like propellers if you get too close. Luckily, you can just rip up big chunks out of the ground and throw them at things that have offended you. And yes, that means this is a game where you smash stuff in order to use the stuff that you've just smashed to smash other things. That can also include enemies that have encased themselves in rock and other matter, needing you to throw chunks of other stone and other objects at them or punch your way through to reach their skeletal forms inside before you can defeat them. They were featured in a mini battle arena, a little diversion away from the main level where you get to fight multiple enemies against the clock as a challenge, and this comes alongside fossils, buried treasures, chests and other secrets that you're digging around and searching through the levels to find. Sometimes not even throwing ripped up rocks will do the trick though. Concrete is pretty much impervious to your regular attacks, and that's where the handy, shimmering purple explosive rock comes into play, which sprouts from certain parts of the level. This is just great for blasting holes in the level and through heavier enemies, exploding on impact and doing a lot of damage. And so, after going through a section of revolving concrete and finding it both thoroughly unpunchable and having a secret fossil stuck up on the wall, I doubled back, grabbed some purple rock and embraced the TNT excavation techniques of old to blow chunks in it. The one real problem with all of this dig punching action is that it feels like the camera is a bit too close or not quite framed right at times to capture the world smashing carnage that you're unleashing. It's entirely possible to get a little bit lost in all of the smashing and punching and get yourself completely turned around, especially when you're in the tighter confines of that underground mine level. One neat trick that the game does use to keep you orientated though, the camera can clip through the ground and show you the rest of the level and know the direction that you need to take in order to get yourself back out. I hope that longer play sessions will get past some of this feeling, or that it can be tweaked through the final rounds of polish before release. The game does look pretty good though. DK has got that newer art style, similar to his appearance in the Super Mario movie and in Mario Kart World, but he still turns up in dungarees and a tie at the start of the game. That particular getup is changed for the second level though, and there's bound to be plenty of costumes and dress up throughout the rest of the game. There's also a really chunky look and feel to the deformation, but it's good to see that even when you can't dig through, for example, the ape-shaped mountain of the second level, your punching does still often disturb a surface layer and give a little bit of visible feedback. So if you or your kids are fans of the way that Hulk smashed his way through earlier Avengers movies, then you'll probably go absolutely bananas for Donkey Kong Bananza. As Nintendo and their partners are exploring platformers in all of their different forms, there's some neat ideas here built around the frenzy of punching and adding deformable worlds to the genre. And I look forward to seeing how this can be explored in different ways to hopefully avoid DK becoming a one-punch ape, if you will. That's all that we've got for this video, and we hope that you've enjoyed this brief look at Donkey Kong Bananza, albeit with off-screen filming. We're certainly keen to see more and won't have to wait too long, because this game is coming out in July, around about 6 weeks after the Nintendo Switch 2's launch. Before you go, make sure to like, subscribe, click the bell icon to catch the rest of our video coverage from the Switch 2 Hands event, and hopefully we will see you again soon. Goodbye!